Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. A lot has happened on Scotland Railway recently, so I'm going to try my best to cover important information which has surfaced in the past month. Hope you all enjoy. Firstly, we take a look over to the west of Scotland, where on the 20th of August, the £9 million station serving the town of East Kilbride opened to passenger service. The former East Kilbride station was closed on the 25th of January along with the rest of the line in order for the major route overhaul to take place. 7 months later, the brand new single-track terminus station opened to the public. It features a modern design with lots of windows to allow natural light inside. The station also includes step-free access, manned and unmanned ticket machines, ticket barriers, and several food and drink vending machines. This new station and upgraded line currently runs 2 trains per hour in both directions, which are mainly older 4 to 6 coach Class 156 DMUs. It's not yet known what rolling stock will serve East Kilbride once electrified, but it will most likely be cascaded older units from other lines or a new variant of EMU once ScotRail acquires them. The wires over the East Kilbride line are proposed to be energised later this year for testing, and electric passenger services to begin in December of 2025. With the future of Scotland's currently unelectrified railway being heavily reliant on battery trains, ScotRail have put out a notice of procurement for the new EMU and BEMU stock. Originally, on the 9th of July this year, an article on the UK government website was published with the title "Scotland Suburban Fleet EMU and BMU Market Engagement." The article goes on to say this: SRT, ScotRail Trains Limited, is launching a market engagement exercise in relation to its proposed procurement for the replacement of some of its ageing diesel and electric multiple units with a new fleet of electric multiple units and battery electric multiple units. The proposed procurement is planned for 2025 up until 2027, with initial deliveries expected by late 2031, subject to approval from Transport Scotland and the Scottish Government. This notice also states that approximately 69 units are required, consisting of 41 EMUs and 28 BEMUs. Also on the topic of rolling stock in Scotland, it's sad to see that after nearly 8 years in service, the ScotRail Inter-7 City HST sets are to be withdrawn and replaced, starting in 2026. On the 17th of December 2024, Transport Scotland published an article saying that the Scottish Government is looking to begin a procurement to replace these ageing Class 43 units for a more green, efficient and economic option. At the end of the article, it mentioned that a contract was supposed to be awarded in 2025, however nothing has yet been finalised about a contract in public view. Although partly speculation, it is widely thought that East Midlands Railway's Class 222 Meridian sets will be contracted to work under the existing Inter-7 City brand and replace the current HST sets. Here are some concept photos I generated, but please bear in mind these are not realistic. This option would make a lot of sense for Scotland's rail lines for several reasons. The first being the stop-start nature of routes in Fife, for example, which the Class 222 has powerful acceleration which can get the train up to speed much faster than the HST, and more time spent at a faster speed, the more distance covered in the same time. The second reason the Meridian would be a great fit for ScotRail is the powerful acceleration can be used to overcome steep gradients which exist in the Highlands and Fife. An example of a steep gradient is the Schlockhead Summit, where regular commuter trains and even most express trains struggle to make the climb on nearly full power, whereas the Class 222 would make this a breeze with it having an engine under each coach. The final reason is that maintenance costs would be significantly reduced, as the Meridians are much newer multiple unit trains and the Class 43s are locomotives respectively. These lowered rates and costs of maintenance will translate over to larger savings, less time out of action leading to more time to generate revenue and improve general efficiency overall. The Class 222 makes a great fit for Scottish intercity travel, but even if this concept does come to fruition, it won't be a long-term solution. These sets will be contracted to work for ScotRail until new and presumably battery electric intercity trains are available to order, most likely working between 2026 and 2030. This long period will allow the electrification on the Edinburgh to Aberdeen line to progress further in the meantime, and will permit the correct size gaps in the wires to be constructed for battery trains to run correctly. In other news, on the 5th of September, Transport Scotland announced battery electric trains are to run on the Fife and Borders lines. As well as the confirmation of rolling stock, included in this announcement was the relaunching of the Fife Circle Electrification scheme and partial electrification of the Borders line to Tweedbank. The total cost of everything in this announcement totals £342 million, and includes both rolling stock and electrification. Something that I personally was quite surprised about is the fact that Borders Railway is set to receive partial electrification, as the entire line was planned and constructed with full electrification in mind. The wires connect from the East Coast mainline at Craigentinny and end just at the south of Shawfair railway station. The isolated section begins at the southern portal of the Beauchamp Tunnel and continues all the way to the terminus at Tweedbank station. Given that the Borders Railway is a branch line, it's more forgiving that it's receiving partial electrification, since there is no express passenger or freight trains running on it. The Fife Circle Electrification project has been underway for more than 3 years now, with the vast majority of the first phase having already been constructed. The Borders project does not have a confirmed start date yet, and works across both these lines is set to be complete by 2029. I'll be making a complete and in-depth follow-up on the Fife Circle Electrification project in the near future, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. In order to aid the ongoing efforts of rail electrification, the Scottish and Southern Energy Network and Network Rail have lodged a planning application with Dundee's Council to construct and house a 132 kV substation and feeder station in the Stannergate area. The feeder station will supply the line between Dundee and Montrose once the wires have been erected. This is great news for the future of Scotland's rolling electrification scheme and gives us a better insight in what may happen next. The planning application itself was submitted on the 22nd of July this year, and construction is anticipated to begin in early 2027. Ideally, the feeder station will be operational in 2029, although this is not concrete and could easily change in the years to come. If you made it to the end, thank you very much for watching. It really means a lot, as I'm passionate about these projects for my content that I put out for everyone to see. If you did enjoy, please like this video and also subscribe, as I'm already in the process of planning another video like this. Thanks again everyone for watching, and see you next time.